What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports with another edition of NFL Daily. A little bit different type of show today. It's Chiefs 53-man roster projection time. Final preseason game against the Packers set for tonight. Don't look for any of the key guys to play in this game. But we got to look ahead to week one. Who's going to be a part of this 2019 Kansas City Chiefs team? All right, let's start with the quarterbacks. I think this might be the easiest position group on this team. Obviously, the reigning MVP, Patrick Mahomes, he is your starter. Chad Henne fractured his ankle in the last preseason game. They bring in Matt Moore to be his backup, the veteran there, who last played with the Dolphins. Expect Henne to officially be placed on injured reserve. Kyle Shurmur, I think, will be on the practice squad. We'll have the full practice squad projections later in the show, and I think Chase Litton will be cut. So Mahomes and Matt Moore are your two quarterbacks for this year's team. Got a question for you guys. Will Patrick Mahomes repeat as NFL MVP? It's only happened 4 times since 1975. Peyton Manning last did it in 08 and 09. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Mahomes is the front runner right now, and especially with Andrew Luck retiring, certainly has a good chance of winning it again this year. All right, let's move to running backs. Damien Williams penciled in as your starter there. I've got Darwin Thompson as running back 2. He's had a really good preseason, shown some good burst, can do a little bit of everything. I think Darrel Williams sneaks onto the roster, which means Carlos Hyde will be cut. Look for the Houston Texans to perhaps pick him up on waivers. Tremont Smith, I think he's a practice squad candidate, has some special teams value, but the experiment at running back has not worked out well. And then they will carry Anthony Sherman as well at fullback. So 4 backs making the roster, 3 running backs, and a fullback. You want more Chiefs coverage? Subscribe to Chat Sports, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We want to get to 150,000 subscribers very, very soon. We're approaching the 135K. Hit that big red button on the screen. We'll keep these Chiefs videos coming for you guys, rumors, news, and stuff like this, roster projections. We'll talk about games during the season. All that stuff you can find youtube.com/chatsportstv. Wide receiver position, maybe the deepest position group on this year's Chiefs roster. These are my locks. I've got Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Mecole, Hardman, DeMarcus Robinson. Nothing surprising there. I thought maybe Robinson would be used as a trade chip to bring in a corner. I think that ship has sailed for now. Expect these 4 guys to for sure be on the team. And then the rest of the guys here, as you look at the full depth chart, you got Byron Pringle. I think he's your 5th guy. They brought back DeAnthony Thomas, core special teams guy, with Marcus Kemp heading to IR. I think Garrett Dieter will be on IR as well. And then you've got Cody Thompson, the undrafted rookie out of Toledo. Could the Chiefs carry 7 receivers? I think they do. I think it's Hill, Watkins, Robinson, Hardman, Pringle, Thomas, and Thompson. A lot of projections out there only have 6, which means you would have to pick 2 of these 3, keep 2 of these 3, type B for Pringle, D for Thomas, C for Cody Thompson. Obviously, you would type 2 letters in that situation. I think they keep all 3. I think there's a good chance that happens. I would have Cody Thompson as my 53-man on the roster, and he could get moved back to the practice squad. I'll tell you why here in a few minutes based on another position group. And guys, Byron Pringle, right? What's your favorite flavor of Pringles? We had a hot debate in the office recently. Hot take, they're trash. I don't think Pringles are that good. Let me know in the comments below. Producer Brett's yelling at me. Tom's throwing me the bird. Let me know your favorite flavor of Pringles in the comments below. I don't think they're very good, personally. All right, tight ends. Travis Kelce, obviously, best in the NFL, right? Blake Bell, I think he's your tight end too. Deon Yelder, this is kind of a tricky position projection here. He's hurt right now. I don't know if he's hurt enough to throw him on IR. I think the Chiefs could be looking to snag a tight end after roster cuts, seeing who else hits the market after Saturday's cuts eventually come out. I think that could be an option there. For now, I've got Yelder as my 3rd guy here, but he could be a guy you put on IR to start the season. All right, we went over receivers, went over tight ends. Who will lead the Chiefs in receiving touchdowns in 2019? Probably going to be Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill, right? But you got Sammy Watkins, who's hoping to have a healthy season. Hint, that usually doesn't happen. Also, Mecole Hardman, the rookie, DeMarcus Robinson. Lots of weapons on this offense. Who will lead the Chiefs in receiving touchdowns? Want to hear from you in the comments below. All right, offensive line time, the big uglies. You got Eric Fisher, Wiley, Reeder, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif there at right guard, Schwartz, the big-time right tackle. I've got them carrying 9 overall. I think they keep Cam Irving, kind of the swing tackle there. They just re-signed Jeff Allen, brought him back. He's a versatile offensive lineman. I think he makes the team. Allegretti, the 7th-round pick out of Illinois. He can play center or guard. And then McKenzie, he's my last guy getting in here. I think he's played a little better than Allegretti, but I think they want to keep the rookie. So I got them keeping both. He can play both guard spots as well. Let's move to the defensive side of the field for the Chiefs. Defensive line, just like receiver, very, very deep. That starting core will be very good. But looking at defensive end here, Frank Clark, Alex Okafor, they're going to be your starters. Ogba's going to rotate in. My guy, Silent K, is going to rotate in as well. Breeland Speaks, he's injured. They're hoping he can come back later in the season, so I don't know if they'll throw him on IR. Right now, I've got him as my 5th defensive end, making the 53. We'll see how that one plays out. Defensive tackle coming your way as well. Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, Xavier Williams, Joey Ivey, Kalen Saunders are my 5 guys there. Obviously, Chris Jones, 15.5 sacks last year. He's looking to have another big season. So I've got them keeping 10 defensive linemen overall as you look at the full defensive line depth chart. That's starting 4, Clark, Jones, Nottie, Okafor. Okafor's had a really good preseason, going to get a lot of one-on-one looks this year. Silent K, he's had a great preseason as well, can play inside and out. These are the 10 guys I've got making the Chiefs roster. Maybe they only keep 9. I've got them keeping 10. Who do you guys think will lead the Chiefs in sacks this season? Chris Jones, you brought in Frank Clark. Obviously, you lose D Ford and Justin Houston. Probably going to be one of those 2 guys I mentioned, Jones or Clark. Does someone else have a breakout season and lead the team? Let me know in the comments below. Linebacker, I think this one's fairly cut and dry. Ragland and Hitchens are penciling as starters. I got Damien Wilson, the former Cowboy, starting at Sam linebacker, although Darren Lee has come on strong since coming over from the Jets. He's firmly on the team as well. Ben Neiman's had a good preseason. I think he's your 5th linebacker. Then Dorian O'Daniel, I don't think he's performed very well, but you took him in the 3rd round last year. I don't think they're going to punt on a 3rd-round pick this early, so I've got him making the team. But if it was based on production, how he's looked, he would not make the roster. He's one of the last few guys making my final 53 for the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, let's go to the DBs, cornerback position. You got Bashad Breeland, Charvarius Ward. They're your 2 outside corners. Kendall Fuller is going to occupy the slot there. Mo Claiborne, keep an eye on that there. He's suspended. Doesn't count against the initial 53-man roster, so keep that in mind there as well. Herb Miller, I've got him making the team. And then Rashad Fenton as well. Mark Fields, I think he's a practice squad projection guy. That's why I've got the arrow next to him. I think he makes the practice squad. But Fenton and Miller, they're my cornerbacks 4 and 5. Claiborne, keep in mind, he's going to be out the first month. Signed with the Chiefs a couple of weeks back. This team needs cornerback help. So he doesn't count against that initial 53-man roster. Remember when I said Cody Thompson's my last guy on the roster? I got the Chiefs keeping 7 receivers. Look for him to maybe slide down to the practice squad when Claiborne is activated 1 month into the season. That's how I have it sitting right now. I mentioned the cornerback position, not a position of strength on this football team. What's the weakest part of this team? I think it is the cornerback group. Look, the offense is loaded all over the place. The defensive line, very, very good. I think this linebacker core is good enough. Safety, we'll see how Juan Thornhill plays this year as a rookie. We're going to get to them in just a minute. I think cornerback is the biggest glaring hole on this team. What do you think the weakest part of this team is? Let me know in the comments section. I mentioned safety. Here we go. I got them keeping 4 guys plus Armani Watts on the practice squad. Thornhill, Sorensen, Matthew, Jordan Lucas. Watts is that guy on the outside looking in. I think he heads to the practice squad. Thornhill and Matthew are your starters there. Sorensen's kind of your 3rd safety, can play either spot there. Jordan Lucas can do some special teams work for you. He's an emergency safety as well. Specialists, pretty simple here, guys. You got Harrison Butker kicking, Dustin Colquitt, your punter, James Winchester is your long snapper. They brought in someone to challenge Colquitt this preseason, did not really challenge him. I think these will be your 3 guys. Pretty simple there. All right, practice squad. These are the 10 guys, really 9 guys I've got so far because they might keep an open spot. Kyle Shurmur at quarterback, the rookie out of Vanderbilt. I thought he played a lot better in the 3rd preseason game. I think he's done enough to get on the practice squad. Tremont Smith, I mentioned that, they've moved him around. He was at corner. They moved him to running back. They're trying him at receiver a little bit. I think he will be on the practice squad, has great speed. Rashard Davis has had a nice camp in preseason. Look for him to land on the practice squad as well. Dino Boyd, Pace Murphy, a couple of tackles I've got on the practice squad. Also, on the defensive side, I've got 4 guys here. Justin Hamilton, the rookie corner out of Clemson, Mark Fields. He's done some good things. I just think he's a roster cut casualty. He hasn't done enough to make the team. I think he makes the practice squad. DeMontre Wade's played pretty well as well at times. I think he makes it. I mentioned Armani Watts, the safety on the outside looking in. I think he will be on the practice squad. And then I've got kind of an unknown / open spot there because we don't know what's going to happen with the 3rd tight end. Maybe they bring in another receiver as well to occupy that last spot. They might leave it open because I mentioned once Mo Claiborne gets activated, someone's going to have to be cut. Maybe Cody Thompson slides down to the practice squad in that scenario. So I'm kind of leaving an open spot for that 10th spot on the practice squad. All right, guys, there it is. Grade my Chiefs 53-man roster, A, B, C, D, or F. Also, let me know why you gave it that grade. If you have any differences on your roster, let me know in the comments. I'll interact with you guys. We have fun doing that. Guys, Week 1 is just about 10 days away. Enjoy tonight's preseason game. Gear up for Week 1 against the Jags, and I will see you next time.